Hello guys, how are you guys? This paper is from Gauteng. So grade 10, Gauteng, June 2022. So it's grade 10, paper 2, question 4. Okay, so now we're looking at this trig function. I think the last trig part of that paper. Okay, you have a look at it. Now the diagram below represents the graph of f of x, which is equal a sine x, b and g of x, which is b cos cos x for x element of 0 to 360. Now, so we have our graph there, and the first question now is saying write down the values of A and B. Now, what is our A? What is our B? Okay, so our A and B, we know that when you are given it in that form, let me just write it more clear here. A sine x, sorry. So our A here, we refer to that as an amplitude. Okay, so amplitude. So here you just need to check where is my graph reaching there on the A. So on this on f of x. So f of x, can you see that we are reaching? It's actually maximum value here. Maximum value is 2. So you're looking at the maximum value, which is equal to 2. So here that's our amplitude, and our A should be equals to 2. So that we have an answer already. A is equal to 2. We are just picking it from the graph. What about the B? B, we also looking at the maximum value of our B. We can see that the maximum value reached by B here is 1. Okay, so B is going to be equals to 1, like that. Okay. Now, let's move on to the next part here. For which values of x will G be decreasing? What does decreasing mean? What does decreasing mean? Decreasing means that it's a negative gradient. Negative gradient. Where will it have the negative gradient? Negative gradient, we know what we know something now is that here when a line is slanting like that, it means that it's downhill. So anything in this manner here, we know that, oh, that's downhill, and it means that negative gradient. What about if it's going up? It means that it's positive gradient. So it means that here it will be decreasing, and here it will be increasing. So you just look at where your graph what is called is in this what called trend, or in this what called trend as well. Now, so for this one here, for which value of x will G be decreasing function? Now, G is decreasing from this point here. So it's decreasing from this point here, okay, and up to this point here. That's the minimum value here. The minimum it can get to is -1, and the maximum it can get is 1. And we are saying here in this part here is decreasing. It's showing that line that is going down. But where is it increasing? It's starting to increase from here to there. Okay, so that's what we need to understand. So now, because here is a positive gradient, here is negative gradient. So what are these values of x for which it is decreasing? It's from 0 to 180. So here we're going to put it our answer as 0, negative, less than or equal to x, okay, less than or equal to 180. Okay, so then what is amplitude of f? Amplitude, remember, maximum from the x-axis up until in the terms of the y, what is the maximum value in terms of the y here? Your graph maximum part or value where your graph can reach is actually 2, because we are seeing that it's reaching 2 there. So we're actually they are looking for a, in fact. So here we know that it's gonna be equals to 2. Then the next question is saying, what is the range of G? Range is terms is given is we are being out of y values that can be occupied by the graph. So y values that can be occupied by the graph are which values now in terms of G? G can only what you call range from -1 to positive 1. That's what we have seen here, because G is only from negative 1. It started from here up until here. So at maximum, it turns down here. At minimum, also, it would go up again. Okay, so here, our range is going to be equals to negative 1 less than or equal to y less than or equals to 1. That's what we know, because we are talking of y values. Okay, y values. Now, what about for which values of x is f of x, which is f of x here, minus g of x? When you subtract g of x, is going to give us 2. What do we do then? So if we are to look at these things here, we will see that if we are to start, let's say we start from here, where it's 0 and 1 here, we find that if we are to subtract f of x minus g of x, f of x minus g of x is going to be 0 minus 1. We won't get negative 2. We'll get negative 1. Let's come here. What do we have here? We have negative 2 minus 0. We're going to get negative 2, which is wrong. And in this case here, we're going to have 0 minus 1 is going to give us 1. But what about here? We will see that we're going to have 2 here, which is f of x minus 0 is going to give us 2. And here it's going to be less than 2, like that. So we are saying only this part here, only this value here. That's where we are saying there's a difference of 2, where we say 2 minus 0 is going to give us 2. So in this case here, our value of x in that part there will be equals to 270. Okay, so here x is equals to 270 degrees. Okay, so I hope you guys understand this, and I hope you guys will be able to apply it in the next maybe if you find anything similar to that. But before I leave this class, I just want to also add more to what we have in our graph. So I just want to add more so that we understand where f is increasing. I just want to add more so that you understand this, because this part here, they always ask it and you must understand it. Now, where is f increasing? F is increasing from this part here to this part here. Why are we saying that? Because we are seeing that it's actually having a positive gradient. So in this case here, our value, our answer there will be equal to from 90 to 270. So here we are saying it's increasing from 90 less than or equal to x less than or equals to 270. Okay, what about where is f decreasing? Where is f decreasing? Okay, where is f decreasing? F is decreasing from this part here to this part here. So you can see that from 0 to 90. So we can have 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 90. But is it only decreasing there only? It's also decreasing from 270 to 360. So here it's going to be 270 less than or equal to x less than or equals to 360. Okay, that's what we know. So those are the things that you must know, and don't forget it to apply it next time. Okay, so thank you guys, grade 10s. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me on WhatsApp, email. It's Mr. Stoller here. Thank you so much, guys. All the best. And don't forget also to like us on Facebook and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Thank you.